Hi everyone, I'm holding The Emergence of Hyper-Calvinism by Peter Toon, which is published by Stock, which is the same publisher that's published my book, which came out yesterday, Hyper-Calvinist Universal Salvation. But what I want to do is look at this verse here, Psalm 80, verse 19. How can Hyper-Calvinism be false if this verse is true? Because what we have in Peter Toon's book here, see the pink there? This is page 145. See the chapter title there, the definition of Hyper-Calvinism? This is just talking about, this is a section here, definition of Hyper-Calvinism, gives all kinds of description. And wow, are a lot of people confused on what Hyper-Calvinism is? People have it all messed up and confused all over, but whatever, I guess that's just how it goes. But look at the pink there. Excessive emphasis was also placed on the doctrine of irresistible grace, with the tendency to state that an elect man is not only passive in regeneration, but also in conversion as well. Wow. So that's what's being discussed here in this verse. Turn us again, so Psalm 80:19, turn us again, O Lord of God of hosts. Cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Look at that shall. That has to do with my book, the future saving. But anyways, look, who does the work here? God does all the work. There's no mention of anything to do with humanity here. How can free will exist with this? You cannot have free will with this verse. This is about salvation. We get saved by the light of God's face. There's no room for free will here at all. And if you said there was free will that was doing the saving of human souls, it would contradict that verse. And we see this all over Scripture. I don't know why this is such a difficult issue. Look at for example, look at one of the most famous passages in the Bible, strictly Hyper-Calvinist. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He maketh. How can Hyper-Calvinism be false if these verses are true? Because God's doing all the saving. Human free will is completely contradictory. These is not mentioned in the Scripture. I know there's like 2 verses in the Old Testament in the King James that talk about people having a choice. I understand that. People have commented on that. Great point. But my response is, as I've said before, those don't matter, because this verse right here, Philippians 1:6, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Wow, there's a lot in that verse. Again, that also has so much to do with this book I just published, that, why this emphasis so often on the eschaton, okay, where the salvation happens then. I mean, this is just basically a topic undiscussed by Christianity in the world today. So anyways, but I think I made my point. How can Hyper-Calvinism be false if these verses exist and are true? He does all the work. He maketh. There's no room for free will here. He restoreth my soul, not us. He does the first move of everything. So even if you do see a verse about choice, it must not mean what you think. It must not mean this supernatural human free will thing where we created something out of nothing, not created by God, where we do the choosing. That is not in Scripture. That is impossible. That is the definition of free will. If it's anything but that, it's not the human doing the free will, the free willing. So not in Scripture. And this is great news. God is in control. We can relax. We can just open our hearts with everything to Him and have total surrender. And because God is doing all of it. So anyway, hope you enjoy this video. Take care. Bye.